action for another day of the week. Welcome to another edition of Chasing That Paper, right here on the Vegas Insider YouTube page. So, no baseball, no football. We have a lot of basketball and hockey to get into today. So, coming off a rough one there yesterday, got reverse cowgirled with my picks. 0-3. Not even close on two of them. So those days happen in the sports betting world. But you know what else happens? Bounce backs. And we're going to look to do exactly that today. Before we get into the picks, guys, do me a favor. If you're watching on YouTube right now, give this video a like. Little button right down there, I believe. And there's also a subscription button down there as well. Give that a little click for your boy. Now, let's get right into the action. We're going to start things off with this Wizards-Pacers game tonight. Got three player props in the NBA, and we're going to start things off with Kristaps Porzingis getting a double-double. This one's coming in at plus 155, so small sample size, but he's had a double-double in 2 of 3 games so far this season. Worth noting that he had a 30-10 game versus the Pacers last season. Pistons are 29th in rebounds allowed so far this season, 22nd in points allowed in the paint, so they're really struggling on the inside. And expect plenty of bricks from the Pacers in this one. They are 29th in field goal percentage on the season, so a lot of opportunities for rebounds for Porzingis. The 10 points should come relatively easy for him in that one. Next up, we're going to check out this Mavs-Pelicans game, and I got my eyes on Christian Wood. Off to a great start so far this season. I'm going to bank on that great start continuing. I'll take him to go over 24.5 points plus rebounds, coming in at minus 110. Let's break this one down. So, incredible start for the Mavs so far. Only 2 games. However, 25 points and 12 boards in one of them, 25 points and 8 boards in the other. He's really thriving in that 6-man role, taking advantage of playing against the other team's bench players. And for what it's worth, in a handful of games last season versus the Pelicans, he averaged 27.3 points plus rebounds. We'll take him to do it again tonight. Final pick for the NBA. It's for the sexiest game of the night here in the NBA, with the Warriors and Suns getting after it. I'm going to take Andrew Wiggins to go over his point total. It's only at 16.5, minus 110. So let's look into this guy. He appears to be the second option on the Warriors here so far this season, at least. He's averaging 16.7 shots per game. That obviously has him behind Steph Curry, but 4.4 ahead of Klay Thompson. He's filling it up a bit here, too. Games of 20, 23, and 24 on the season so far. Expect to see him on the foul line here tonight. Expect at least a handful of freebies. Suns are last in opponent free throw attempt rate. So, dirty defense from the Suns. Could push Wiggins over in this one. Next up, we go from the court to the ice in the NHL. I've been ice cold with my NHL picks, but we're going to try to right the ship. Big game tonight. The defending Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche in New York to take on the Rangers. I'm going to take the home team, the Rangers, coming in at minus 110. So dig into the analytics, and the advantage goes to the Rangers. This is 4th versus 7th in expected goals allowed percentage, 8th versus 15th in high danger chances for percentage. Also 4th versus 17th in shot differential for the Rangers. Expect a lot of success on the power play for the Rangers in this game. So 35 more penalty minutes for Colorado in the same amount of games so far this season. And they've been awful on the penalty kill. Second last in the NHL, actually, 60.9%. Just brutal stuff. New York, meanwhile, converting on a respectful 26.1% of power play opportunities. And a big part of this pick is the man between the pipes for the Rangers, Sesh Turkin. He is tough to beat at MSG. The Pride of Moscow. A bit underwhelming to start the season, to be fair, but take a look at the bigger sample size from last season. A 1.85 goals against average and a 940 save percentage. We'll take the Rangers to roll over the Avalanche. Up to a little bit of a slow start. So how about that? In and out with 4 picks in about 3 minutes. That's a record here at Chasing That Paper. So if you're looking to tail, if you're looking to fade, I recommend placing your action over at BetMGM. Let me tell you a little bit about them. Kick off your sports betting day with the king of sportsbooks. Sign up with BetMGM using bonus code VIBONUS. Your first wager is risk-free up to $1,000. That's VIBONUS. All one word, no spaces, and your first wager is risk-free up to $1,000. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 or older. BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. Yes, sir. How about the Chicago Bears, ladies and gentlemen? You know, I wasn't shocked to see if they were going to be covering the spread last night. I was surprised. I was turning the game off because the Bears were obliterating the Patriots so badly. You know, the Patriots fans were all ready to crown Zappy as the next Brady. You know, he came into the game absolutely firing. It didn't end well. Now, you know, they have a very messy quarterback situation. Patriots. That's too bad. You know, a team like the Patriots never gets any breaks. So that's unfortunate to see. But congrats to Bears fans. It's nice to see a big win like that in prime time for a team like Chicago. Okay, so let's talk a little baseball, not World Series. Let's talk a little bit of Major League Baseball free agency. So this offseason is shaping up to be one of the biggest ever in Major League Baseball free agency. A lot of big names available: DeGrom, Verlander, Trea Turner, just to name a few, but perhaps none bigger than the big man in pinstripes. He might not be in pinstripes much longer, Aaron Judge. So I caught a look at odds for Aaron Judge's next team if he leaves the Yankees. A bit surprising to see at the top here, the Giants, San Francisco Giants. Get some money burning a hole in their pocket, apparently, are the favorite to land him if he leaves New York. That is followed by the Mets. No big shock there. The Dodgers, the Astros. Could you imagine that? Him signing with the Houston Astros. Then you have teams like the Rangers, the Red Sox, unlikely. Blue Jays, unlikely. The White Sox, I could kind of see that. And then you have the Phillies at 13-1. I think that would be unlikely. So the problem... We all know what the problem is with a guy like Aaron Judge, giving him a big 10-year deal. He's 30 years old. You know, you take a look at other guys who've been giving those, 10 and 13-year contracts. The most recent example is probably Machado and Harper. Those guys were 26 when they got those deals. Next April, Aaron Judge is going to be turning 31. And, you know, the Angels gave everyone the blueprint to not be giving out these massive long-term deals to guys who are on the wrong side of 30 when they signed Albert Pujols to a 10-year deal when he was 31. That really blew up in their face. That really set that franchise back because in that situation and in situations like this, you're essentially paying a guy for past production and a guy who will be slowly declining for the rest of his career, not on his way up. So we all know the Yankees famously offered him 7 years, $230 million. He declined the deal, and the rest is history. He went on to have one of the best contract years in the history of sports. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this plays out. Here's my prediction on what will happen. He will not be returning to the New York Yankees. I absolutely think that he is leaving. Why deal with all that insane pressure in New York? Why would you want to carry all of that when you can get the same amount of money elsewhere and also be on a winning team? So my prediction is that he's leaving the Yankees for a couple different reasons. You know, maybe there is some resentment from the previous failed negotiation. Maybe there is some resentment because Yankees fans fucking booed him in the playoffs after the season he had. So where's he going? I think he's going through a great situation where he'll get a lot of money. He'll still be in the playoffs every year. He'll be close to home in California and not have to deal with all the horse shit from New York fans and the New York media. I think he's going to sign with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Take a look at the makeup of this team offensively. Muncy, Bellinger, Justin Turner, all in serious decline. If if I asked you who was second on the team in home runs this year, you'd probably be very surprised to hear that it was Will Smith. Now, Smith had a great year for a catcher, but I think the Dodgers are going to need another big bat to carry them here, help carry them over the next couple of years. And this deal is probably going to come down to average annual value. And here's a little nugget for you guys. Some of you guys might know this already. But when Bryce Harper was a free agent, the Dodgers made him an offer. A 4-year deal for $180 million. That would have given him the highest annual salary in Major League Baseball history. I could see a very similar offer going out to Aaron Judge here. So it's going to be funny for, I am a Yankees hater, absolutely, to see Aaron Judge go out to California and play for the Dodgers. Why would you go back to the Yankees? Why would you do that? There's way too much pressure, and you can get all the positive, all the benefits elsewhere. You'll be out on the West Coast playing in, not San Francisco, Los Angeles. Okay, guys, if you love what we do here at Vegas Insider, you are going to want to check out the brand new Vegas Insider app. We've got up-to-date, easy-to-navigate odds for every major sport. We have all our latest shows, best bet videos, and podcasts, props, trends, features, news, all on the Vegas Insider app. Download the Vegas Insider right now on Apple and Android. Bet better with the Vegas Insider app. All right, guys. Time for some viewer picks. You guys give us a couple winners there yesterday. We had a lot of submissions today. I want to thank everybody for submitting on a daily basis. Quick reminder that we can't get every one of them in, so we try to pick the ones that do come in early. And you got to give us a breakdown. Just don't say, I like this team, whatever the odds are. Producer Tito, come on, buddy. Okay, Matty Puppy Sports, a contributor here. He's hit a couple winners, and this is one I was looking at. Devin Booker over 26.5 points, 3 games. Yeah, he's going off 28, 33, and 35. This game has the highest over-under on the board. Should be a close game, and Booker loves the spotlight. And we'll get it in the first game versus the Warriors. Yeah, I paused a little bit, though, when I looked at the point totals he put up versus the Warriors last season. So I would lean towards it going over, so we wish our buddy good luck with that one. What do we have next? Okay, this is one that I like. Montreal team total over 2.5 goals, minus 150. This comes from our guy, Mikey, Bet with Mikey on Twitter. Give him a follow. So Montreal has scored 3 or more goals in 3 or 4 home games. Montreal has scored 15 goals in 4 home games. Good enough for an average of 3.75 at home. And here's a stat that brings it all together. They face a Minnesota team that ranks dead last in goals allowed per game at 5.4. Les Canadiens over 2.5 goals. What do we have next? Golden State Warriors. Yeah, this is from Sean Mitchelson, a regular contributor around here. And this is one that a lot of people just bet blindly, and it keeps on cashing. So not a bad look here. The Warriors, third quarter, minus 102 at Phoenix. They were a third quarter team last year to the 3-0 with a plus 7.3 point margin in the third quarter to start the season. Small sample, but Phoenix 1-2 in the third quarter, including losing by 12-6 to the Mavs and Clips so far this season. Yeah, the Warriors coming absolutely flying in the third quarter. And one more to go here. From my guy, Nathan Schreckengoss. He knows his hockey now. He didn't hit on it last night with the Penguins team total. I was sad to see that as a Penguins fan. Bad loss for the Penguins in Edmonton last night. This is an interesting matchup here tonight. Detroit, underdog at home, plus 102. Taking a look at New Jersey last season, 3-14 in the second game of a back-to-back, including 0-4 on the road when playing at home the previous night. Husso versus Vanacek is a big edge in favor of Detroit. Detroit has won the last 4 matchups, including 5-2. So, yeah, he's still upset over the Pens meltdown last night. Good spot to bounce back. Yeah, this is close for me. I'm going to agree with Nathan, though, on Detroit. It all has to do with the backup goaltender being in net there for the Devils. If you guys follow my content, you know I don't go so crazy about teams being on the second game of a back-to-back. It could slow them down. It might not. They are a bit of a different team, but big edge in that for the Red Wings, who look like they're on the come-up. Maybe they can plop into the playoffs this season. All right, we're just whipping right through. That's the way it goes when I fly solo on the show. One last ad read here for you guys, and I will be sending you on your way. Vegas Insider has a special one-day only promotion for our loyal followers. Save 83% on a 7-day weekly subscription from any handicapper. Get picks in all sports from your favorite expert for only $25. Subscriptions will auto-renew at the regular price of $149.95. That's a huge savings on your first week. So act now by visiting the Vegas Insider Expert Picks page or by clicking the link in the description and choosing a 7-day all-access package from any of VI's experts. Woo! Yes, sir. All right. So there we have it, guys. In and out. 14 minutes. Get back to your life. Lunchtime coming up soon here. Today's topic, Dodgers plus 350. I don't know what producer Tito is doing. Must have been doing a wake and bake this morning, though. Okay, that's it for today, guys. No football here. We're going to be discussing football soon enough. Thursday Night Football, a very interesting game this week with the Ravens and Bucks. The Bucks, a home underdog in that one. Tomorrow, my guy Devin Walker will be back joining me to break down his favorite looks in college football. And we're, of course, going to have an avalanche of NBA and NHL to discuss then. And the World Series coming up here, too. So a great time in the sports world. Guys, good luck with your bets tonight, unless you are fading me. And as always, keep chasing that paper. Woo!